This is a smooth channel lightning bolt shot last month in Zimbabwe. Unlike regular lightning, which is jagged with forks and branches, this lightning is almost perfectly straight. Forecasters say it takes a so-called clean atmosphere to create this kind of lightning. The icebound ferry Apollo is finally on its way. For more than a week, it was stuck at the St. Barb terminal in Newfoundland. It took 2 Coast Guard icebreakers to complete the job of getting through the ice and getting the ferry on its way to Blac-Saint-Blanc. Several passengers were stuck for a week waiting for service to start again. If people in Ottawa are looking up more these days, there's a good reason. Yesterday, falling ice smashed through a car windshield, and the day before, a man received serious injuries when he walked under a piece of ice at just the wrong time. A tough winter in Boston has Fenway Park using black sand to melt record snowfall, and so far it's melted 60 centimeters. The dark color of the sand absorbs more sunlight than the snow alone. Melts it a lot faster.
The Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup has conducted cleanups on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and we've removed 8 tons of debris from some really remote beaches. And so they present a lot of challenges in access. A lot of these places had to be accessed by foot or by sea or by air. And so for most people, it's not going to be possible to participate in these cleanups. However, we really like to encourage Canadians all across the country, from coast to coast, to do a cleanup on their own local shoreline and to register through the Great Canadian Shoreline Cleanup at shorelinecleanup.ca.
Shoreline Cleanup, a great idea. You might want to hold off on it this weekend. However, we do have a powerful storm on the way. Saturday through Sunday, looking at 80 to 90 millimeters of rain. It is going to be high elevation snow along the coast and into the interior mountains now. And then Saturday through Sunday, dropping the temperature to the point where you could see a rain-snow mix in Calgary for the first time in a few days. Plus, we're also talking about that system that is next on the way to the Atlantic provinces. Long Ranger now.
You might say, hey, where's Dr. Doug Gillam? We just keep seeing Jacqueline Woodall. Well, he's down in Mississippi for spring break, March break, and enjoying lots of sunshine, probably seeing buds on the trees. But you know what? We have been seeing it in BC as well. So where do we go from here? Well, we're all looking forward to March 20th. That's the first day of spring. Most locations, though, will be at or below their seasonal norms, especially when we talk about eastern Canada. Of course, so that's when we have 12 hours of daylight. The spring equinox, we have 12 hours of darkness. The long-range pattern, though, as I mentioned, is going to be chilly. So let's talk about our long-range pattern. I'm going to take you ahead to Sunday, actually. If we can go back to that other map, thank you. We're going to go warm conditions through the prairies. We have a developing low through Alberta. And basically, high pressure is present in Ontario. By Monday, watching a new storm, this one's going to warm everybody up in Ontario. Temperatures will be back up to around 6 or 7 degrees. Cooler out west. And the moisture finally starts to take a back seat and we dry out on the west coast by the mid part of next week. Take a look at how wrapped up this low is. Lots of gusty conditions, lots of sunshine, and then finally getting a bit of a break, at least until midweek for Atlantic Canada, but another storm lined up to possibly bring them some winter weather. So they're really getting blasted. This is the late March pattern. How do we know that? Well, we know that our overall flow, our jet stream, will usher in that cold air in the east, and that mild air will stay on the west. But I just want to show you one thing to leave you with. Yesterday, we had talked a little bit about the potential for an atmospheric river. Well, my friend Tyler Hamilton, who's a meteorologist here at CWN, is actually demonstrating right now, if you can see, that is the green of the moisture, and that's moving into the BC coast. For the weekend, you're going to get some rain, but by the time you get into early next week, maybe just some scattered showers, but overall drying out. Now, into the later part of the week, it looks like possibly another atmospheric river moving into the BC coast. So not terribly dry for too long, but the moisture's not a bad thing. But get ready for that cold and a March.